Hi, I'm Paul Psolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com, and today we're going to look at the 8th question from Digital SAT Test 3, Module 1 is from the Bluebook app. Number 8 reads, to estimate the proportion of a population that has a certain characteristic, a random sample is selected from the population. Based on the sample, it is estimated that the proportion of the population that has the characteristic is 0.49 with an associated margin of error of 0.04. Based on this estimate and margin of error, which of the following is the most appropriate conclusion about the proportion of the population that has a characteristic? I underline the important information. You want to take note of this on your scrap paper when you're practicing and on test day. I'm going to convert these to percents only because that's how it usually comes. So 0.49 is 49%. And 0.04 is 4%. And I'm going to name it Mo for margin of error. If your margin of error is 4%, that means 49 minus 4, which is going to be 45%. And then we've got 49 plus 4, which is going to be 53%. So when they say margin of error, they're saying, according to our calculation, it's 49%, but we could be wrong. It's our best estimation, but we're thinking it's 4%. It could go 4% either way. So that's why, really, when you say 49%, 4% margin of error, you're saying it could be anywhere between 45% and 53%. We want to take that with us to the answer choices, but here we're using decimals. So instead it's 0.49. And then if you added 0.04 to it, you get 0.53. If you subtracted 0.04 from it, then you'd get 0.45. So we're talking about 0.45 to 0.53. This is really the problem, this one right here. So answer choice A, it is plausible that the proportions between 0.45 and 0.53. That sounds like a fantastic answer. We'll look at the other answer choices though. Answer choice B, it's plausible that the proportion is less than 0.45. Highly unlikely. That's the lower bound of the margin of error. Answer choice C, the proportion is exactly 0.49. If it were, the only way you could really determine that is if there was no sampling. It was like the actual population. I mean, I've never heard of a survey definitely being exact and having no margin of error. So C is gone. Answer choice D, it is plausible, which means reasonable, that the proportion is greater than 0.53. That's the upper bound to the margin of error. So answer choice D is wrong for the same reason B is wrong. It's going to be between 0.45 and 0.53. Answer choice A is your correct answer. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has difficulty with this survey stuff, margin of error stuff. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Check the bell button. And check out our 1-minute video. If you go to YouTube, Ivy Masters Learning Center, go to the playlist, and then find your test and module number. And the shorter videos are just below these longer videos. Have a great day.